Welcome, howdy folks, to another Age of the Ring cast. We are on Aldamori with Nidhoggr as Isengard in the top right and Violence as Erebor in the bottom left. I'm going to assume Ironfoot Reign was chosen. Not my preferred reign. Don't you like the little of these sheep here? Some sheep. What do we got here? Some steer. There's the Texan enemy coming out. And I don't know what this guy, Warrior that can lie. Very nice scenery over here. I like the pond with the water lilies too. But that's enough about the map. Hall of Warriors start for Erebor. No tier 1 Ravens and Crabine. No aerial battle, unfortunately, between the two, but both will give each player vision, and this will debuff enemy units. Debuff some of the Dwarven units, and this will buff the Dwarven units, especially in their movement speed. I think a lot of people forget that Ravens of Erebor provides not only ability recharge, but also movement. So if you're trying to help your units get from one eco-structure to another, you can pop the Ravens and help spur them along. And I think the Raven Hero is also a little underutilized, despite it providing that same sort of advantage. We do have a forward mineshaft here, kind of closer to the creep lair. Using the terrain well to block the back of the mine. Generally speaking, if you're attacking a Dwarven mine, you want to attack the back so units don't pour out and kill your units instantly. And they have to chase you around the mine because Dwarven units are slow. However, if you're the Dwarf player, you want to build your mine against terrain. And that's exactly what Violence has done here. He's put his mine against the little pond with the lilies, water lilies on it. Probably not approved by the Army Corps of Engineers, but ooh, Wargs start. So excellent work by Nidhoggr, presumably catching Violence by surprise here, because the Wargs will just cycle trample those Guardians. They're too squishy to stand and fight the Guardians one-on-one, but especially with that bird debuff right there that you just saw come in with the Crabine. Isengard's tier 1. Now you have wild men free to roam about the map with these wargs providing cover. So really an excellent choice by Nidhoggr to go early warg pit. And we do have another Uruk pit coming in. I think Nidhoggr's making the right call here. When you see Erebor warriors and guardians coming out, there's basically no point in spamming wildmen. You'll just feed. I mean, you can try to micro them and harass eco, but if you've already got the cavalry to provide cover and you can get some cheap pikes, you may as well just get Uruk scouts and try to mow down the enemy, the sturdier enemy dwarves. Forward mineshaft does go down. There's another one on the opposite side of the map, similarly placed against water and terrain. So Violence definitely doing a good job there. I forgot to check. He is Ironfoot Reign. Not my preferred reign, but I think probably the vast majority of Age of the Ring players disagree with me on that. And we did not. I don't think he lost an eco structure over here. He is going to lose this one, maybe. We'll see how strong those wildmen are. They have like wooden clubs, and they're going against wooden dwarves of Erebor. Yeah, pitchfork and a little hatchet didn't quite cut it. Warg patrol comes back too late to save the farm. Probably just swap these to defensive. Yep, exactly. And let's see how long they last. Try to draw out that combat a little bit. If he gets both these level 2 Guardians out, or he gets this extra farm, that will be a nice use of these, because he already got one eco structure. He spent 600 on these 2 Guardians, and then he forced the delete. So nice work getting the value for your money there. But these wargs are going to have these Guardians for lunch here. Unfortunate for them. Unfortunately, the Dwarven pikes are just kind of slow, and it's hard to provide cover when you're in the open middle part of the map like this. Forward mineshaft is being threatened. It probably will not die yet. These Guardians are going to defend against these wild men. I mean, you could try to run around and, but I'm sure he's doing something else at the moment. Warg Riders also showing their value as far as the eco harass here, but he needs to micro them a little more out of the Dwarven pikes there. And I talk like it's easy to do. Obviously, there's 3 different places that you should be microing here. So it's not easy to get this skill, but and I certainly am still working on it. Ooh, early battle wagon, or cavalry trample for a cavalry trample. So these poor scouts are just gonna eat shit here because the wagon has such high crush damage. There are no pikes to provide cover. Frankly, if you're faced between a battle wagon and these two creep wargs, I'd rather be eaten by a warg than crushed by a battle wagon. I think. Pikes do come in, almost gets it. Ah, just barely missed. Excellent save there by Violence. Uh-oh. Oh, bummer. His attention was elsewhere. See what I mean? Like, there's so many different trades going on at the same time. It's hard to attend to all of them and make sure you're getting the most out of each one. So give yourself a break if you make a mistake like that. That's okay. It happens, even to good players, and especially happens to players who are maybe not in that category, like myself. Battle wagons are trying to chase down these wargs. I don't think they're going to have a lot of luck. But wargs, then again, are not very strong, and they've already popped their howl buff. So the wargs are not really going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the battle wagons. I think what Nidhoggr should probably do with this extra time he's bought himself is upgrade. Yep. Upgrade the Uruk Pit. Probably would have upgraded the one closer to the fort, but never mind. This one's kind of far out and harder to defend, it looks like. 550 CP to 525 CP, so pretty even on map control here. It looks like a lot of the lane farms on the right side have been beaten up by Nidhoggr, but he missed this builder and forward mineshaft coming right back in where he built it before. Although the vision should kick in for him. After this is built, he should be able to see this forward mineshaft over here. Pretty substantial dwarven army just hanging out over here. Not sure what they're doing there. He went with Scum from Lugburs, which is not my preferred ability, but oh, he's going to get the Ravens, so destroy the tier 1. It's hard to click on the Ravens, too. And then maybe he'll get this mineshaft over here. He did get the battle wagon, so getting a lot of value so far. Got the Ravens killed, got the battle wagon. We'll probably get this farm, which would be a big victory. It's halfway to level 3 from it's level 2, halfway to level 3. And he bought the tunnel collapse. He should probably use it, but not. Oh, he just saves it. I would turn these guys. Oh, he did not save it. Something was hitting it right there. Oh, it was Grishnak. And Orcish Tenacity kicks in. Poor Grishnak. Biting the dust. Killed by the Rohirrim and now killed by the Erebor Guardians. 550 CP to 525. Still a pretty close game here. Fully Armed and Filthy was the tier 2 for Violence. I think he used it on these, which makes it unfortunate that these are all getting mowed down by the scouts without battle wagons to provide cover because they were taken out over here. So very unfortunate for Violence there. We got some Phalanx and Guardians here. So once you see the Wargs, you should be sending these two together. One group of Guardians, one group of Phalanx. And keep them close together like this. And then try to go for the farm. It's probably a waste of time to try to kill these because Nidhoggr will just do that and run away. And then he'll just shoot you anyway. But probably Nidhoggr should have moved him a little sooner. However, the eco structure will go down. Unfortunate for Nidhoggr. Forward mineshaft might go down, but you generally should not, especially these archer units here, they should not be so close to the mineshaft. Ouch. Loses that forward mine. Is going to lose this one. I'm not sure why there were two forward mines that close to each other. Battle wagon coming in to provide cover again. Some cheap pikes coming in to screen for the archer units. And yeah, you can't really block trample with your cavalry as easily with the stuck fix being implemented. So battle wagon's getting free reign, but taking fort damage. Not a great place to run the battle wagon. Ooh, the wargs got him, I think, with the howl buff, because ordinarily they wouldn't kill it that quickly. Nidhoggr really showing how to use cavalry, although at this point you might have bought a hero like Sharku or something to provide support for the wargs or alerts to help pick off those tanky guardians. And it looks like we got 600 to 500 CP, so Nidhoggr with a slight edge in map control. One of the better voice lines for recruited units. And those Guardians will never see the Lonely Mountain again. Unfortunate. This creep lair is still here. I'm not sure why we're leaving money on the table, but such as it is. Especially because the wargs are dead. It's an unguarded warg lair with just baby... Oh, there it comes. Violence now getting that creep money. Losing that forward mine. Ooh! Comes out with like 3-ish groups of Erebor dwarves. They do not like you touching their mines. Keep your hands off my mines. Yeah. So does defend there. Only killed a battalion of Dunlendings, so not a lot of farming he got from that, but... Ooh, and that's no good because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Nidhoggr will see that. Although, will he be able to save the furnace in time? Good question. Oh, but the wargs are coming in. So yes, the wargs are not really great. Just sort of, they don't do a lot of crush damage, but they are fast. Oh, very good job using the stun to try to win 2 fronts at once. So now he gets to unpack from the mine, exit the mine, have all of his units kill these wargs, and he gets to kill this furnace. Plus, he gets to get some free kills on the main army over here. So, excellent use of the tier 3 by violence. And now Nidhoggr is firmly on the back foot. I don't know how he's going to get back into it from that. He is close to tier 3. So, I mean, but he could go with like a lot of eco, like Devastation or something, or he could... he can't... I'm trying to remember what's on the left side of the spellbook, since I never go for Scum from Lugbers. I think it's just the lumber mill buff. So that's not really going to help right now. He's got 0 lumber mills. So I would say you got to pivot in the spellbook now. And he is getting these... He's still getting Orc Scouts. I would probably focus on getting a lot of more swords, but... So I guess, you know, you could choose to go with crossbows instead of scouts, but they can't be upgraded with heavy armor or the arrow, like mithril tipped or flame arrows or anything like that. So I'm not sure they're a great investment once Erebor gets the Battlewagon out and can just trample them for fun. Like, watch this. There they go. The Battlewagon's trampling Fighting Urukai and trampling the scouts, and they have lower HP and they're squishy. So that's money down the drain and a feed, basically. Crabine from Dunland does come in, as does Scum from Lugbers, but it looks like the Battlewagon is... I'm not sure I would have used it defensively. I probably would have used it here again or over here and gotten these 2 farms. Because now they're all over here, and you're not going to get any more value once you beat this army. And you're kind of on the back foot, map control-wise, so you might have wanted to use it more aggressively. I think this army could have handled that without the Isengard orcs, or Mordor orcs, I guess. When they're summoned, and they're the Mordor orc units, but they work for Isengard. Are they Isengard orcs? I assume they're Mordor orcs just hanging out. And I guess, anyway, never mind, no one cares. Yeah, I don't know about that use of the tier 2, because now they're just running across the map doing nothing. And you didn't get any more map control, and you didn't pressure micro-wise, you didn't take up the player's attention, deflecting. Like, there was nothing in the base, so you could have done a lot more, I think. But now the pressure remains on you because the forward mines didn't go down, and you're just running down the middle, whereas violence can just go from here to here in seconds. So I don't know. I feel like that wasn't as good of a use of the tier 2 as we saw when it was dropped here. No heroes yet for either player, which is kind of surprising. We do see that Nidhoggr went with Devastation. He's got 2k in the bank. He should probably get a hero out or something to help get some more map presence and do something here. Because he's not really fending off this harass too well. He is actually, he's taken down about quite a few farms. He's taken them down by 6 or so farms. He's dropped 300 CP from 300-ish CP from violence. So he took out 5 or 6 farms. Well done by Nidhoggr with this push by the main army. But unprotected archers will feed battle wagons, and tier 4 is just a point away for violence. He could go with the Thor's Horde, but he's got a lot of money, and he's got a fair amount of map control. He might just go with Durin and try to take out all these eco structures. So we very well might see Durin the Deathless. Everyone catches their breath a little bit. One of the best tier 4s in the game. I'm very glad they replaced Earthquake with that. There are no lumber mills, though. Wait, why did you... Oh, okay, now we have lumber mills coming in. A little too late, I think, for it to make much difference. I would have gone with Freezing Rain. Well, I guess there's no leaderships on the map, so maybe not Freezing Rain. But, oh, Durin! Durin! Oh, that's so great. So much cooler than Elisar's summon. Okay, so now the orcs are scattering. No wonder they are scattering. 3 battle wagons just hanging out here, having a good time. Building a wall hub to save that builder. Is that Gloin? We do have Gloin. That might be the first non-summoned hero of the game. I guess he's been on the field for a little bit and I just missed him. Ah, Kazadai menu. Menu, Brute Kazad. Ooh, and the army stun from Durin. Ooh, that's got a sting. Oh, we have Ugluk on the field too. How did I miss all the heroes? This is why you shouldn't cast when you have a cold. Ooh, and the concession. Well done, Violence. Really epic conclusion there. Durin's abilities and Gloin's abilities dropping. Hopefully all the tournament games would end like that, but sadly they don't. Well played by both players. Just excellent micro of the battle wagons and good refusal to give up on the forward mind by Violence. So really well done by both players. Hope you all see another cast soon.